नमस्कार दोस्तों, वेलकम बैक टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल। नमस्कारम। आज मैं बहुत दिनों के बाद यूट्यूब का ब्लॉग बनाने जा रहा हूँ और आज खुशी की बात यह है कि मुझे एज अ पैनलिस्ट बुलाया गया है टाइम्स प्राइड फोरम में 2023 और मैं बहुत ही एक्साइटेड हूँ, स्टोक भी हूँ क्योंकि जो पैनलिस्ट है वो बहुत ही अलग अलग डाइवर्स फील्ड से है और LGBT की कम्युनिटी को रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं और उसी में मैं भी जुड़ा हुआ हूँ, उसी पैनल के जो ग्रुप है उसमें। और मैं एक्साइटेड हूँ और थैंक्स टू मानव ने मुझे इनवाइट किया है इस पर्टिकुलर इवेंट के लिए और मैं शुक्रगुजार हूँ मानव का इस इवेंट के लिए बुलाने के लिए, क्योंकि आई थिंक ये मेरे लिए बहुत ही इम्पॉर्टेंट है एज एन एक्टर। जो हम रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं LGBTQ कम्युनिटी को इंडस्ट्री में, वो बहुत अलग तरीके से करते हैं। थैंकफुली अभी OTT का ज़माना है। तो दोस्तों, मेरा कंट्रीब्यूशन यहाँ पे जो है मैं बॉलीवुड एक्टर के हिसाब से रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा हूँ और बॉलीवुड में जो LGBTQ कम्युनिटी का जो रिप्रेजेंटेशन है वो बहुत गलत हुआ करता था एक ज़माने में। आजकल OTT के ज़माने में वो एक बहुत ही बिलीवेबल और बहुत ही रियल तरीके से LGBTQ कम्युनिटी को दर्शाते हैं, जो बहुत ही अच्छी बात है। देयर इज़ अ लॉट ऑफ प्रोग्रेशन इन टर्म्स ऑफ कास्टिंग LGBTQ कैरेक्टर्स और क्यूअर कैरेक्टर्स। और द लकी पार्ट अबाउट दिस पर्टिकुलर डिस्कशन इज इस डिस्कशन का जो हिस्सा है, जो लोग हैं इसमें पैनल में, PNG के, गोदरेज के काफ़ी एस्टीम्ड जूरी है पैनल में और इनके साथ मेरा जुड़ना, बॉलीवुड का जुड़ना कॉर्पोरेट वालों के साथ बहुत ही एक यूनिक सा चीज़ है। तो दोस्तों, आप लोग जुड़े रहिए क्योंकि इसके बाद जो हम इंटरव्यू करने वाले, आप लोग देखने वाले हो, उसमें बहुत ही डाइवर्सिफाइड थॉट्स लोगों के, बॉलीवुड इंडस्ट्री के और कॉर्पोरेट वालों का जो थॉट्स है, जो व्यूज़ है, जो उनके ऑब्जर्वेशंस है, वो आप लोग जल्दी सुनने वाले हो। मैं ऐड कर दूंगा मेरे इस ब्लॉग में। सो आप लोग बने रहिए और देखते रहिए मेरा ब्लॉग। फ्रेंड्स, आज का जो वेन्यू है वो है ललित केशव सिंह फाउंडेशन प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस। यहाँ पर होने वाला है हमारा जो इवेंट आज का। एंड आई एम सो एक्साइटेड टू शो यू द वेन्यू देखिए ज़रा, सच अ ब्यूटीफुल होटल, स्टेट ऑफ द आर्ट होटल। एंड अभी बस कुछ ही देर में शुरू होने वाला इवेंट, तब तक सोचा कि आप लोगों को नज़ारा दिखा दूँ और होटल को दिखा दूँ। एंड आई एम वॉकिंग डाउन द स्टेयर्स एंड शोइंग यू द ब्यूटीफुल व्यू। Manav is helping me with the video. Thank you, Manav.
You're welcome, Palash.
One of our inclusive policies that is respected, we want to ensure that there is absolutely no discrimination and we get our authentic selves to work. In India, we started this around 2018. The first step that we do is in sensitization. It goes back to, as Mishra was saying, right from the senior most levels of the company to down to folks who are working on the plant shop floor. Just a basic understanding of what the LGBTQ plus community stands for, and then what does it mean that, what is it that, how they have kind of been working, what are some of the societal norms, what are the right do's and don'ts, and what can you do if you are an active ally, in the company to be able to support the cause of ensuring that we do not see any discrimination, whatsoever. So sensitization is the starting point because, if there is ignorance, it's very difficult to kind of fault the person till, as some of us were talking.
I'm Palash Datta. I'm an actor in the Bollywood industry for over 28 years. I started my journey after pursuing my MBA in 1993 और उस दौरान मैं एक एडवर्टाइजिंग जॉब कर रहा था और स्कूल में मैं स्कूल कॉलेज के दिनों में बहुत ही एक्टिव रहा हूँ विद फाइन आर्ट्स, डांस। मतलब लड़की बनाना है तो चलो पलाश लड़की बना दो, बिकॉज आई वाज इन अ बॉयज स्कूल। तो रेखा, जीनत अमान, श्रीदेवी, माधुरी दीक्षित, पलाश को बना दो। So I was happily enjoying that process of dressing up as a girl and dancing to all the popular songs of Bollywood, and that's what was my growing up like. But if I would say that I would like to point out that I'm truly blessed that I was not really ridiculed in school. I had a very comforting and a very cushy gay life, so to say. I'm 50 years right now. I'm going to complete 50 in September. and a very good in Kushi life as a gay man till date. Yes, of course, we were. I was ridiculed by terms like homo, and those days we didn't even know what a faggot is or what gay was, right? It was like homo, good, and all that. But those were small, very minuscule instances. But everybody appreciated. Even in my family, my mother used to happily dress me up as a girl. My sister used to happily dress me up as a girl. I won a lot of prizes as a female impersonator or a dancer. Subsequently, during my growing up years, I was never effeminate in that sense. But when I stepped into the world of advertising and modeling post my MBA, and when I quit my lucrative advertising job, I somehow realized that I didn't see anybody. I mean, or maybe I was a little wary of the fact that I needed to behave in a certain way. So I possibly lived a dual life until now, in the past 2 years, 3 years, or 5 years. I lived a dual life of behaving straight and being very cautious and very alert of not being judged, because those days gay characters were never seen on Indian television, or we didn't have OTT. There was only Doordarshan and ZTV had Sony TV had just come in, and we were exposed to films and Doordarshan. So there were no gay representations those days. So we were not, at least I was not exposed in terms of as an actor. So there was this character called Bobby Darling, if you guys know. So Bobby Darling was like a prototype, like a reference point. Acha, okay. So I played 2 3 gay characters. Acha, reference point, Palash, okay, Bobby Darling. So as I started my journey as a model, I didn't tell my father. I quit my lucrative advertising job. And when he saw my first ad in the year 1995, he boycotted me, because me being a Bengali, it was always either you pursue your MBA or chartered accountancy or ICWA for that matter. So I pursued MBA. So till date, he's unhappy with the fact that I'm a part of the industry, because he always wanted me to do a white collar job. He's 87 now, and so the journey started. It was pretty smooth sailing, and yes, in the Bollywood industry, if I would say, back then there were many openly gay makeup artists, gay stylists. Okay, maybe not actors for that matter, but of course there were many gay makeup artists. Like there was Sylvie, there was I'm sorry, I'm forgetting a lot of names. Mickey Contractor, then of course Corey Walia, and many more, and they were openly. By far, there was no issue in terms of people from the other side of the fence, meaning actors. Because as an actor, you're always there in front of the camera, you're judged, right? Behind the camera, makeup artist, okay, ठीक है, gay है, okay, कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है, and it was always acceptable, and it has been there from time immemorial, I'm sure. But as I said earlier, that I had to be very alert and cautious. मुझे बहुत तटस्थ रहना पड़ता था कि मैं थोड़ा भी अगर मैं हाथ उठा के बात करूं, या फिर ये तो लोग क्या समझेंगे, लोग क्या समझेंगे, करते मैंने कम से कम 20 साल निकाल दिए इंडस्ट्री में, और बिहेविंग स्ट्रेट, और until I got a role in, I think it was a television show where I had to play a gay character, and the reference was given as Bobby Darling, loud gay and all that, मतलब caricaturist gay, hey what's up, hey wo and all that. So of course those days these were the kind of prototypes given to us. Then in the year 2000, I did my first Bollywood film as a character. It was called Mohabbatein, and I also started casting. So I cast for over 1,000 TV commercials, and also I did a lot of casting for Bollywood films. And whilst doing Mohabbatein, when we were shooting in London, तभी मेरी मुलाकात हुई करण जौहर से सेट पर, मनीष मल्होत्रा से, फिर हम बॉम्बे आए और करण जौहर की फिल्मों के लिए मैंने कास्ट की, कभी खुशी कभी गम, कल हो ना हो, एंड मेनी मोर फिल्म्स इन द पास्ट 27 years. That's my brief introduction. फिर पिछले 5 साल पहले मुझे बॉम्बे टाइम्स से कॉल आया था कि पलाश, वी आर डूइंग अ स्टोरी ऑन प्राइड मंथ, आर यू विलिंग टू talk about your journey and your are you ready to come out? So I was reluctant, I was hesitant, because the problem is in Bollywood, an actor coming out is a big hindrance, a big step. Unlike the West, where there are a lot of Hollywood actors who are gay and living a lovely gay life, a married life with kids, but yet romancing on screen and playing straight roles. Right? So because the dynamics of casting has changed, so मेरी फाइट यही रहती है कास्टिंग वालों से कि भाई मैं साड़ी पहन के आ सकता हूँ ऑडिशन में, पर मेकअप रूम में जाके अगर मुझे एक कैरेक्टर दिया जाता है एक बिहारी देहाती का, और मैं चेंज करके ऑडिशन देता हूँ बिहारी देहाती का, आप लोगों को वो ऑडिशन जज करना चाहिए, ना कि मैं किस तरीके से मैं ऑडिशन देने आया हूँ. हाँ, ये मेरा मुहिम है और मेरी एक फाइट है, because I love to dress up, I style myself, I design my own clothes, and I like to dress up flamboyantly. So I have, so I always tell people, first I am Palash Datta, the human being who's flamboyantly dressing, and then I'm an actor. And if my profession is of an actor, my role should be judged as an actor, not by my sexuality. My sexual orientation shouldn't come in the way of me being an actor. So when I was approached by Times of India 5 years ago and asking me to come out with my story, I openly went ahead and told them whatever questions were thrown at me. Because then and now there's a huge difference. So I gave the interview to her, but I declined later, saying that I'm sorry, I'm not yet ready, until 2021, when again they approached me, and I think I was mentally prepared, because you know there's an innate struggle which I'm still facing, which I'm still going through, because you are judged wherever you go, and especially as an actor, you are judged more. And but I would say that because of my code of conduct, because of the way I position myself in this industry, because of my goodwill, my hard work, and my body of work, people are like, I did a show on Netflix called Typewriter as an actor. Sujoy Ghosh's Netflix, where I played a father of a 9-year-old. और अगर आप लोग देखोगे वो पिक्चर, आप लोगों को पता नहीं चलेगा ये पलाश है. तो thankfully that perception changed, and so then I came out with my story 2 years ago in 2021 about my journey, and I think possibly I'm the only one gay actor from Bollywood who's come out openly so far. In my knowledge, I don't think there's anybody who's really openly come out. And 5 years back, I got also into production. So I produced my first short film with Mr. Anand Mahadevan called I Am Fine. The second short film was with Renuka Shahane called Silent Eyes, which is streaming on Amazon Prime. Change narratives to in terms of storytelling, to say stories which are real, which are believable. Like all the panelists here are very real, believable people. आमना जिंदगी में हम जैसे इंटरैक्ट करते हैं लोगों के साथ, कुछ वैसा क्यों नहीं दिखा है. तो Thanks Mom is one story which I wrote 4 years back. I know. So summing it up, I would possibly like to work towards it and change the narratives, because storytelling से better narrative और क्या हो सकता है, because we all are movie lovers, and I would like to produce content which is with a social message and which is thought-provoking. Thank you so much.
This please feel at home is what I'm trying to say. हम लोग घर में बात कर रहे हैं, आप यही समझिए. Yeah.
And Vishal, just taking from you, ह्या पॅनलमध्ये लोकांना मराठी पण येते, हिंदी भी पता है, तो आपको जो भी लैंग्वेज आपकी इजी हो आप इसमें आप पूछेगा आपके प्रश्न और हम कोशिश करेंगे हम आपको सही जवाब दें।
Correct.
शुक्रिया।
थैंक यू विशाल। नमस्कार और गुड इवनिंग। मेरा नाम निष्ठा निशांत है और मेरे लिए प्रयोग किए जाने वाले सर्वनाम स्त्रीवाचक है। मैं एक बायो एनालिस्ट हूँ, इक्वल राइट एक्टिविस्ट हूँ, टेरिक स्पीकर हूँ, केशवसुरी फाउंडेशन की फेलो हूँ। मैं मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ सोशल जस्टिस एंड एम्पावरमेंट के प्रोजेक्ट गरिमा गृह के पैनल पर एक एक्सपर्ट के तौर से भी प्रस्तुत करती हूँ अपने आप को। और मैं काफ़ी विजिबल रहना चाहती हूँ ताकि ट्रांसजेंडर व्यक्तियों की जो रिप्रेजेंटेशन रही है अब तक, वो हमारे नज़रिए से कुछ सही नहीं रही है, या हमारे मन में हमारे प्रति काफ़ी डर, काफ़ी भय निर्माण है। तो इसे दूर करने के लिए मैं ये सोचती हूँ कि मेरे जो प्रिविलेजेस है इन्हें मैं बाजू में रखे सबको दिखाई दूँ, ताकि ये जो हमारा नज़रिया है ट्रांसजेंडर समुदाय के तरफ, इसे हम बदल पाए। मैं क्विकली आप सभी को मेरे बारे में और जानकारी देना चाहूँगी। मुझे बायोलॉजिकली मेल असाइन किया गया था जब मैंने जन्म लिया था, और मेरी जो पहचान है, जो मैं सोचती हूँ अपने बारे में, वो एक औरत या एक लड़की की तरह है। इन दोनों के बीच में मैच नहीं होता है, इसीलिए मैं एक ट्रांसजेंडर वुमन बनती हूँ और मेरी पहचान एक ट्रांसजेंडर वुमन की है। हम में से काफ़ी लोग ये गलत समझ बैठे हैं कि हमारा जन्म एक गलत तरीके से होता है। जैसे विशाल बता रहे थे कि बच्चे हिजड़े पैदा होते हैं, ये गलत है। कोई हिजड़ा पैदा नहीं होता। एक इंसान अगर वो मेल या फीमेल असाइन किया गया है तो ये जेंडर बाइनरीज में हम उन्हें बॉय या गर्ल की तरह बड़ा करते हैं। वो आगे जाके अपने आप की पहचान मैन या वुमन की तरफ
Born brought up in Mumbai. Today I am 41 years old, happily married to my partner, last 6 years. We live together for last 11 years. And I have an event company which we give LGBT community a safe space to come out and be themselves in the crowd. And but just be enjoy yourself and go home peacefully. So ये सुनने में कितना अच्छा लग रहा है कि अरे ये कहाँ है, ये इंडिया में है कि किधर बाहर की बात कर रहा है।
गोदरेज ग्रुप बहुत दिनों से before 377 by the time 377 was there, Godrej Group के chief personnel came in support of the LGBTQI community. It was at that point of time कोई corporates नहीं आ रहे थे आगे कि हम इनको employ करेंगे, हम इस cohort या इस community के लोगों को लेंगे, पर गोदरेज ग्रुप ने उस टाइम पे pledge लिया। और हमारे कंपनी में एक कल्चर लैब था, वो एक गे एक्टिविस्ट परमेश शानी चलाते थे। मेरा खुद का इनिशिएशन इनटू दिस एंटायर थिंग ऑफ बीइंग एन एलाई, आई एम एन एक्टिव एलाई।
No makeup, there is no cosmetics. This is how they are at their work every day.
So namaskar, really I take the liberty of just barging in literally and allowing myself to introduce my beautiful family out here. All of you are my family, all of you are my excellent family out here, but these are my partners, my work with every given day from morning to evening, because of the shifts that I am across to. I'd love to introduce them to you. I might not be very audible because I'm going to move a little away from the mic, but I'll try to be as audible as I can. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'll quickly introduce our panelists and then we hear from them and then you can ask any questions you want. So, Vishal, what do you want to say?
Thank you. So whilst I would not like to keep them waiting away for too long a time, I'll start off with my lovely little angel called Pallavi. I call her Pallo, and she's somebody who works part of a kitchen stewarding team, and she makes sure that our kitchen areas are immaculately clean at all given points of time. She's here who puts almost 12 to 14 hours a day by her own will, and she's never ever complained. And this beautiful smile is always on, even though she doesn't know what I'm talking about. So that's wonderful. And she's trying to tell me thank you at this point of time. My wonderful friend is also Dhruv, who's also part of the kitchen stewarding team. He's just joined us 2 months back and he's been an absolute angel to us. Thank you, Dhruv. Thank you. My friend out here is from the engineering team. So everything that we see that's brightly lit up, it's not because of this, it's because of him. He makes sure that every possible corner of our hotels look absolutely fabulous and immaculate all the way through. So thank you. Sparkling savories that we've been enjoying and the lovely pastry products. He's been absolutely instrumental in getting those worked across, and he is part of the pastry to patisserie team. So that's him. Thank you. My friend out here is somebody who works part of a front office team, and he makes sure that every possible check in the registration process is taken care of in the most seamless manner without any mistakes at any point of time. So thank you for being the wonderful leader. Thank you. And my friend out here represents the laundry team. Our uniforms are not immaculate only because he makes sure that they are absolutely well done to the core. So this is my strength. He just said thank you right now. This is my strength, and the only way we can appreciate them is by just lifting our hands collectively together and just going on like this. So if you do this, they will be happy that you are appreciating them.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. So thank you, Vishal, and thank you, Lalit team. Thank you.